Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be episode 3 of the Get Your Life Together series. We're going to be focusing on planning today, which I feel like is probably one of the most essential aspects of getting your life together, not just in like the goal setting sense, but just kind of in overall life. It's just like the quote that I was talking about a couple weeks ago. Those who fail to plan to fail. So if you don't plan, you're gonna fail. So let's get into it. I'm just gonna give you guys kind of some like planning essentials, things that I feel like is necessary for anyone trying to plan their life, plan their goals, plan YouTube, gym, fitness, etc. And then we'll kind of get into like some actual, like, you guys will be planning my month with me. So after we do kind of the planning 101, you know, I love a good 101, then we're gonna go into kind of some actual planning. So you guys are gonna plan May with me because it's the end of you guys are gonna plan May, the month of May, with me because it's almost the end of April, and I like to kind of start my planning for the next month at least a week in advance if I'm lucky, if I'm really on my stuff. But not to say the earlier the better, but low-key the earlier the better. So let's get into it. And if you see me looking to the side, it's because my iPad is here and I have some notes and stuff. And shameless plug for our vision board that we made in episode 1. If you haven't seen episode 1, what are you doing? Add it to your queue and go watch episode 1 and make your vision board. And then watch episode 2. And then, yeah. Okay, so the first essential thing that you're going to need when it comes to planning is some type of monthly planner. This could be a digital planner, so you can use Apple Calendar, Google Calendar, Outlook, your iPad. You could use a physical calendar, so something like a good old school, you know, calendar, or something like this. I got this monthly planner from Marshalls. I don't use it as much as anymore, but when I was doing physical planning, I did. And I liked it a lot because it's essentially just big monthly spreads. And I like it because it has a space on the side for notes, and then it's also big enough that you can like write multiple things in there. So Marshalls / TJ Maxx is the spot if you want like a physical calendar or physical planner for your month or week or whatever, something like that. What else? You could use a straight up notebook, anything that will allow you to keep track of important dates, appointments, other things that happen on an ongoing monthly basis. So the next thing is going down a prong is the weekly planner. So kind of same idea. You can plan your weeks in a digital calendar like Apple, Google, Outlook. You can use a digital planner like an iPad and GoodNotes or Notion. You can also go to Marshalls, get spreads. I have these ones that I haven't opened yet, but this one is a weekly planner that has the days of the week and then has like some free space on the side. Similarly, this one is like a different layout, just like the weeks going this way, and then some notes and stuff at the bottom. This one was $3.99. This one was also $3.99. This one was actually from TJ Maxx. So same idea, looking at your weeks on a weekly basis. And if you don't want to use something fancy, you could use a plain old notebook. Marshalls also sells notebooks that you can just get. They're like $5, and you can use that as well. And the last thing is some type of daily planner. I personally don't necessarily plan each day separately. I am more of a monthly and weekly planner, but sometimes on certain days where I have a lot going on, like the weekends, usually I will use like a daily layout. So I just use a plain old blank spread on my iPad and just kind of jot things down. But they also at Marshalls, at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, if you're listening, I know you're watching this video, sponsor me. They also have some daily layouts. I don't think I have one here. I might have used one in the past, but yeah, so you'll need some type of daily layout, to-do lists, notebook, brain dump, whatever you want to call it, to be able to organize yourself in your life. So those are kind of like the basic essentials when it comes to planning that you'll need. But overall, I think the most important thing of planning is finding something that 1, works for you, and 2, is sustainable. As you can see, I have many different planners that have not even been opened. So these are, for example, things that might not necessarily work for me, especially since I'm now a digital planner. That is kind of what I use. I don't think I've used a paper planner in Lord knows long. Well, since I got my iPad. So just finding something that works for you on a consistent basis is the best option, and will make it so that your planning is consistent and that you actually do plan. So yeah. And one other thing, kind of going back to our discussion from last episode about goal setting, is it's not only important to plan out your life, your kind of monthly, weekly, daily life, but it's also important to plan out your goals. So if you have goals of making a YouTube channel, plan that out. Plan out your videos, plan out your posting schedule. If you have fitness goals, plan out what body parts you're going to work on which days, or which days you're going to go to the gym in the morning, what time are you going to go, what are some other goals. Just kind of looking at what you want to do. Even if you're a student and you're in school, you know, plan when you're going to do certain things so that it all fits into your life. Because I feel like we all have busy lives, and planning kind of helps to make sure that we can get everything done that we need to get done, because there are not enough hours in the day, and I'll be the first to mention that. So okay guys, I feel like that's enough planning 101. Let's get into some actual planning. So I'm going to be using my iPad, my handy dandy trusty iPad, with our lovely vision board from episode 1. Okay guys, so I'm gonna try to film. I'm filming technically in like 3 places. I'm filming on my phone in front of me to get my face as I am planning and get me, so I might put myself in the corner. We'll see. I'm also filming overhead on my camera, and I'm also screen recording my iPad screen. So there's a lot of things going on right now, but let's get into it. So the first thing that I like to do is I will go in and get my calendar up. So I have the May calendar up here. It's just a blank spread. I think this is from, if you can see at the bottom, Rafaela's journal. I got all of these spreads a long time ago, so if I can find the link, I'll link it, but yeah, sorry if I can't find it, but any like PDF blank calendar will work on GoodNotes. So this is what we're using. We're starting here. Let's get into it. So first thing I like to do is pull up my calendar and just put it side by side on my iPad, so that I'll put it over here so that I could put in the dates. And then we're gonna go to May. So May, slide that over a smidgen. So it looks like May starts on a Sunday. And then we're gonna pick our little color palette. So I think, what does May bring? May, what does May give? Green? I think the sticker that I'm gonna be using is green. So I think we're gonna go for green for May. And we're just gonna get started. So you could just do it however. I'm just gonna be basic for the sake of this video and just do some numbers. So we're just gonna go through. Okay, so May has 31 days, so we've got our 31 days down packed. I kind of don't like that I did them black, so I'm just gonna change it to green. A little extra, but we're just gonna change the color to green. Cool, we can get down with that. And I'm gonna add a sticker. So I have these cool stickers that I got from, I think, the dashplanner.com. They have free stickers. I think if you are someone who's trying to get into digital planning, I would say before you go on Etsy or any other sites and buy a whole bunch of, you know, full-on planners, stickers, etc., 90% of the stuff that I have on my iPad, probably 100% of the stuff I'll use today, I got for free. I would suggest going on YouTube, searching free planner download, or Googling it, or even Pinterest. Pinterest helped me find a lot of free digital planning stuff, so a little tip for you. So I'm just going to take this May sticker and copy it and just put it here. Hello, paste here, hello. And I didn't want the April one, but hey, that's life. So we're just gonna delete that. Hello. You would think I've never used an iPad before. Okay, so we're just gonna resize this. I don't know what that line is there for, but we're gonna go with it. So this is our kind of basic May layout for right now. Oh, that's the one. Okay, I was like, what is that there? It's the one from R1. So we're just gonna add that back in there like it never happened. Okay, so the next thing after I add all my dates, I will go in and fill in my like events. So the way that I plan kind of on an ongoing basis, I didn't even talk about how I actually plan. Let me do some backtracking. So basically what I do is I use my Apple Calendar and my GoodNotes, my digital planning. Those are like my two things. I feel like they interact very well, especially because with my Apple Calendar, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, my Apple Calendar, I can tell Miss SIRI like an appointment or a date. I could say, hey, add hair appointment to my calendar for this date at this time, and it'll be added. So I don't have to sit there and manually type it in, because I think especially like you're just leaving an appointment, you get the little appointment card, you throw it in your purse, you throw it in your bag, you throw it in your car, and you forget about it. So to prevent that and prevent me from forgetting important things, I just immediately am like, say it to SIRI, and she puts it in, and then it syncs across my Mac, my phone, my iPad, my Apple Watch at that point. And then this is especially helpful for events that are in the future and not the current month, so that when I go to plan doing this process, I just look and have my calendar side by side, and I can just go, okay, let's add in all the dates. So that is super helpful for me. So let's get into it. So let me make sure, I'm like, do I have any important or any like secretive dates? So nothing. So there's Mother's Day, that's coming up. And also one of the stickers that I have, or one of the packs of stickers that I have includes some like important dates and stuff. So this one I'll use this one for Mother's Day. Oh, they have a Cinco de Mayo one. So Mother's Day is the 8th. Paste that, resize it. Mother's Day. Put it wherever you want. Go back, let's add Cinco de Mayo, which is Cinco de Mayo. Paste. And let's see. I think that might be it as far as May holidays. St. Patrick's Day is March. It's Memorial Day in May? I think it is. Mother's Day. I know that I have a hair appointment coming up, so let's say hair appointment at 4:30. And then this day we have cap and gown pickup. At let's say 10 to 6, because that's when it is, because your girl's graduating. Okay, y'all, so still recording up here. My phone camera just ran out of storage, so sorry, y'all will not get to see my face anymore, but let's continue to plan. So we have cap and gown pickup is this day. I know the awards ceremony is this day. Ceremony, which is at what time is it at? It's at 1 p.m. And then Thursday is graduation, which is at, I gotta be there, 7:45 a.m. Cool beans, let's continue. So that is not important. I have a nail appointment the 27th. At, let's see, 5:30. And what else? Memorial Day, which I have off, is the 30th. So we can go back to the stickers and grab the Memorial Day one. for the 30th. Resize it. Per, and then the 31st is nonsense. Okay, so this day I also have off, so day off. Okay, this is kind of the basic ways that I plan out my month. I can make this bigger now so you guys can see. So this is kind of the generic go through, get all your events and everything loaded in, add any notes. And then the next thing I usually will do is kind of add some decorations, add some pizzazz, usually using some stickers. So I'll go to my spring sticker set and they have like all these cute little things, these dots. I think I want to use, do I want to keep it simple with the dots? I think I might just do a line of dots down here and just make them green. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just gonna, oopsie, copy this, not screenshot, hello. Oh, this is the wrong one, that's why. Copy this, put it here. And voila, magic. And then what I usually will do is I will just go in with my nice color and I will just fill in these dots. So I will fast forward that part, but y'all see. And it doesn't have to be perfect because once you zoom out, like you won't be able to see like little spots you missed or whatever. It just adds a little pizzazz. I definitely could have gone with like the flower one or something a little bit more oomph, but this is good enough. So now that we've planned our month, let's go in and look at our weeks. So this is the weekly spread that I use. I like it a lot because the boxes for each day are big. I like that it has separate boxes for Saturday and Sunday. I know a lot of planners group these together in like one box that's this size for just the weekend, and I don't like that. And then I also like that it has these habit trackers on the side so I can track like, did I go to the gym all these days? Did I pray? Did I use my devotional? Did I, you know, drink water? Whatever. So then the other thing I will do is go through and just fill in this box. I think it started on what, a Sunday? Yeah, so we can go here. Let's see if it'll all fit. So it didn't fit, but that's okay. But anyways, so yeah, we'll kind of use this layout. And then what I usually like to do is plan out my workouts, and I use different colors for different things. So for example, I mean, I probably won't do the actual planning, but I could show you guys kind of an example of what it does look like when it's filled out. So this is an example of kind of how it'll look. It has a lot going on, but in the orange, I have my workouts planned. So I'm doing glutes Monday, back and shoulders Tuesday, etc., etc. And then in black, these are more kind of like events slash things that I have to do kind of life-wise. And then in pink, these were things that I needed to buy. So I needed to buy tickets to the Lotto concert and the Egyptian concert, which were both amazing. And then in red, I just have like YouTube goals and to-dos. And then I was planning out my trips, which that is none of y'all's business. So I'll try to block that out, but I was planning trips. So yeah, this is kind of the basic of what it looks like on an ongoing basis. But yeah, that's kind of the basics. And then each week I kind of, at the beginning of the week, will look at my weekly calendar. I will insert whatever's going on. So for example, the first week of May, there's nothing other than Cinco de Mayo, but for this week, which is a very busy week, I will put in all of these appointments into the layout so that I know that they're coming up. Sometimes I'll add in like work meetings that I have to attend. You can put your habit trackers, different things, to-do lists, and then on like a daily basis, I usually use this for the most part, but then sometimes on the weekends, or if I have like a lot more stuff to do. I do have, I think, a like daily spread in here somewhere. Yeah, so this is like the daily spread that I will use sometimes if I really want to have like kind of a structured spread. It has top priority and goals, your personal tasks, work tasks, self-care, meals, check-ins, etc. And if I don't use this, I just use a good old blank narrow ruled paper. I'll write to-dos, I'll write the date, I'll do this, I'll do that, whatever. So that is that on like kind of general planning. And then I would say when it comes to if like any specific goals that you have or any things that you're working towards, school, YouTube, fitness, etc., I would say also go through and plan those out. So you can get really detailed with planning those out, or kind of more generic. So you can go kind of how I did in the other spread that I showed you and just do legs, glutes, this, that, third. I also have separate notebooks in my planner for each of those things. So I have a YouTube planner notebook. I have a fitness and goal journal, tracker, planner, whatever you want to call it. That within that, if there are things that I need to get or work on, kind of going back to I think it was episode 2 where we talked about looking at your goals and breaking them down into action items and like things you may need, do that for each of your goals. So, you know, plan everything out, and just so that, you know, when life comes at you, you have at least a basis of what you're planning on doing, and then you can change it up as life comes at you, because life comes at you fast. So yeah, that is the basis of my planning 101. Let me know if you guys want any more digital planning content. I can, you know, bring you guys through like a week of planning, or, you know, maybe make a quick TikTok or reel of like my weekly planning. If you guys have any questions about digital planning in general, goal setting, etc., drop them down below. And yeah, hope this video was helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the last video in this series, which will be kind of wrapping up everything that we talked about, looking at the month of April and our April goals and seeing, did we meet them, what are the next steps, and how to kind of go from there. So y'all, thanks, bye.